Hey there everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we investigated the Feld building, a little bit at least, and we got the feeling that Ruby is totally in there, and at the moment we find her, the situation in Martinez will progress to perhaps an untenable state. So we left the building to wrap up a few more odds and ends first, before we commit. We may still commit today on day 4. I'm not sure just yet. We also failed to get the armor that this gentleman is wearing. The chest piece, probably, because that's the only other piece he would have, not the helmet. So that sucks. And there's nothing I can do about it at all. I can do a lot about it. I can keep saving and reloading until I pass the check. But I know if I do that once, I will try to find an excuse to do that forever, so it is not for us. A different character maybe would be able to get it, but we do not have the composure to do so. So I think what we need to do next, or rather what we're going to do, is we're going to go check on all the other traps that the gentleman has laid out to make sure that they're all good. And then we can go back into the Whirling in Rags and let him know the status of these traps for the Phasmid. Let's make sure of this, by the way. Check the trap near the boathouse west of the Feld. That's where we were. Wait, no, I'm sorry. That's west of the Feld building. West of the Feld building? Land's End far. Okay, so we're going here first. Check the trap in Land's End, far northeast of the Feld building. So let's go and give that a good look. So my plan this episode is to check the traps, talk to the two old gentlemen playing a ball game by the beach, and that will probably actually be an hour worth of conversation, all told. And then maybe next episode we will work for Everart and get our gun. Although I suspect it's Ruby who actually possesses it. No, I really don't want to work for Everart. Oh, we also have the church and the kids recording music that we can still do something with also. It's been a few hours. Maybe we'll go back into the church and see if the other crazy person is there. Probably also worshipping the Mother of Silence. Oh, and we are totally going to purchase that frog visor as well. So here's where I would expect it to be. Where are you, trap? I don't see any reeds though up there. Down tab. Aha, there's a trap. And it's empty. There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Moral set before. Same mesh, same wiring. Look around. The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. Shivers. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's End, surrounding the narrow strip of the land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. Reach for the trap. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them. Big surprise, Lieutenant grins mirthlessly. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. No need. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air. I meant no offense, just... Lieutenant doesn't know how to finish the sentence. He looks at you, putting the trap back on the ground. Yep, I'm not expecting to find this thing. It sounds like it's just rubbish. So nothing in that one. So let's go to the canal next. So a lot of walking around. What else can we do? I suppose we can talk with Joyce a little bit more as well. since now the lieutenant's back with me. Maybe she'll have some more information. Maybe she can ferry me to the island now. So we can check for that. What do I have in my hand, by the way? Ah, our pliers. Right, are we supposed, or maybe we will get a better pair of, a better crowbar? We still have that one device down by the fridge that we weren't able to open. I guess we can make another check. Is it a white check? Where's my maps? So these are all the checks I can retake. Wait, let me check those again. Here it is. I think we probably put another point of physical instrument since the last time we were there. We can try and see if we can get a lucky 11, I suppose. Alright, so we have to go to the canal, so that's going to be down in this direction. And I guess since we're passed by Joyce, because I believe we will. I think we will? Oh, hold on. We have a bubble we can click on. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Oh, Joyce is up here, I think. I don't remember. Let's go check on the trap. So, I apologize for the delay in uploading these, everyone. I don't really have a good excuse, I suppose. I've been feeling sick every so often. Like, I'm still getting over whatever it was. The past 3 days were wonderful. I felt fine. And then today, I began having a very tiny sore throat. It's not much. It'll probably go away. In fact, it's not with me all day either. So, I don't know what it is. Weather, maybe, or something of the sort. And Joyce is up in this direction. So I haven't been recording as much of this as I should. I really want to keep recording this. I need to finish this game. We got so far already in it. 30-something hours. 30-something parts in it. And we're getting very close to what I suspect is the end. I think once we talk or find Ruby, I think we'll be, if not at the end, then we'll have maybe another, I would imagine, 3 or 5 episodes left.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
So I've been dealing with Everard again. Nope, there's nothing else. Alright, that's all for now, Joyce. Alright, so we can't ask her. Actually, can we not ask her if we could get a boat ride to the island?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
No, we Alright. I would imagine she would have been able to ferry us there if we had asked her. There's one more spot we need to check. This is the only other girl who has a boat.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down.
Yeah, her voice is also not good. You can hear the echoey of it. Oh, well. Oh, that was kind of a random thing to say, Tim. I'm sorry. I've been thinking today, I went out walking briefly. There's a park near me that I can go walking in. They have a bike trail that no one is really ever on. I might see one more person on it. So even though New Jersey is on lockdown for the coronavirus, I'm not... How can I describe it? I've been inside the house now for almost 2 weeks without going anywhere, with the exception of that park. And I've seen maybe a total of 4 people on that trail in the 6 or 7 times I've been out to it. A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds, another one of Morale's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place. Look around. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud. In the east, the city center hums to you. Shivers. The constant, distant song. Louder on this part of the coast. Nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold. This trap is also filled with panic locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside. Another empty trap. Lieutenant takes a note. More of habit than of duty. How you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself. Always up for a good jog, otherwise I would still be on this case with... would I still be on this case with you? He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. While we're here, before we double all the way back and search other traps, I'm going to go and purchase that, that frog visor. I also, as you can, well, maybe I haven't said it, but we're probably not going to get any more money, I would imagine, either, or very little of it. It's a good thing we got offered the room that we currently have. We would have had to spend 20 more bucks. We've been down to $57.93 plus tonight for $37.93. I guess there is just enough time in the game for you to do all this if you were still staying at the Whirling in Rags.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh, the visor. Where was that visor? Was it in this?
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
I'll take that amphibian sports visor. Sporty and practical, officer. Good choice. +1 perception. Beady, suspicious eyes. The malformed green frog of the visor seems to keep an eye on your surroundings. The beady, suspicious eye. The lime-tinted cellophane appears to be poorly molded. The imprint says, made in Safre. What? There's no eyes on the visor! That's the whole reason to buy it! They're on the graphic of the visor itself, but not on my face. Oh, that's unacceptable! How could you make that mistake? I mean, our shirt looks like our shirt. All the pieces of gear we've been picking up look exactly more or less like what they look like, except the visor. Oh, I don't want these now. The whole reason I wanted was so I could walk around with the eyes on the cap. Oh. How far away was the save? Oh, at the very beginning. Alright, fine. We'll keep it. I'm never gonna wear it again, though. Buyer's remorse. Actually, I think that's false advertising. Alright, so while we're here, we are going to go and visit the Dune Commercial District in order to buy some dice. I'm curious as to what the special dice are that the dice maker can make for us. I wonder if they actually have some sort of special property. So I think we can go in this way. Oh, and while I'm here, we have the ice bear fridge thing. We'll need our flashlight. Try to crack the lid. Can we do that? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. Okay, so we can't do that. And a minute passed, even though we didn't do anything new. That's interesting. Okay, so next step, I think, is out here and upstairs, if I remember correctly. I suppose I could wear the visor in here to see if we get any more perception checks. Oh, we still have this device as well. I haven't really figured out what, that's going to be this object. I guess we can look into that too. Or maybe next episode. Okay, so let's put back on this hat. Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Yeah, I'd like to order one. Of course, she nods. This is what she's here for. Tell me what you have in mind. What kind of die do you think fits my personality? I think I have just the right one for you. She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, one red and blue, are cradled in her palm. Esprit de corpse. Police colors. Because I'm a police officer, right? Not the most original, I know. She smiles, almost apologizing. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. She tosses you the dice. They're a gift from me. Logic. A beautiful woman tossing you a gift? Whatever you do, don't overthink it. You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room. Ah, down the drain, like your career, jokes the dice maker, her eyes tracking the remaining polyhedron. Then she catches your eye. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary. Pick up the red die. That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They wrote a set, you see, but now that set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck, and you'll definitely need luck in Martinez. She closes her desk drawer. Inland Empire, is she pitying you? Good God, she's pitying you. Now, was there anything else? I'd like to order a different dice, then. Tell me about your most extraordinary die. A star that fell from the firmament. Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure? Nah, it's not worth it. I'm sorry. Alright, maybe some other one then. Do you have any cursed dice? What do you mean by cursed? As in, as cursed as my life. Alright. How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed dice. I don't think we'll have 8 hours, but it's a deal. Great! See you in 8 hours, then. She takes a small notebook from her table and writes something down. Was there anything else? No, take care. This 20-sided die is made of bloodstone and inlaid with lapis lazuli. Its colors resembling police sirens. Its blue partner is missing. Kinda looks like the fire department arriving on the scene. Got fucked. Shift fingers. Note, look at the map tab in the journal to see which white checks have opened. Oh! Hey. I can't tell. Oh, the warded door has opened. Maybe? Maybe a bunch of those have opened. Okay. Let's see if we can find that other dice. Maybe it went downstairs. We can still find it. If our perception maybe is high enough. Putting back on the disappointing frog visor that doesn't have the frog eyes. That's so disappointing. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with the fact that this visor just doesn't have the eyes on it. Oh, we have a few conversations we could have here. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, covering it pitch black. Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one's used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire, only dead rats. I guess we won't get lucky enough to find that other dice. Nope. Okay. Well, it's worth a try. So that red dice opened up some white checks, I suppose. So let's go around and try to make a few more of these checks that have reopened to us. I thought they were red and blue in regards to health and morale over here. So that's interesting that it was something different. Oh, did our volition check reopen up for staring into Klage's eyes? I don't know. Yeah, these white are available now. Okay, so no. So this one did not reopen. Oh, the warded door is one that... It doesn't matter. We opened it with the key. Guess we could try that drama check. The payphone looks like it's unlocked again. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... Actually, what white checks are here? So, we have the payphone. I guess we'll go back and try that again, since it's unlocked. And we might as well put on our... these are plus interfacing? It's already plus interfacing. Actually, what? I keep popping up the inventory. I'm so sorry, everyone. Where is our interfacing? Okay. I don't think we get any, I don't think there's any more bonuses we can get from any of our other items. So back upstairs into the... We're right near Everarch, but I really don't want to work for him. Maybe we should. I've been thinking Ruby has our gun this entire time, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe she had, because if she has a weapon, maybe no. There was a girl who picked it up. Unless it was Klage who has our gun. Okay. Already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset. Let your muscle memory dial a random number. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Useful patterns? Undoubtedly no. Interfacing. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Physical instrument. Nothing tricky about it. You just do, fail, repeat until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice. So thank you, physical instrument. We can do this again. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. So what you're hearing right now, everyone, maybe, is that there is a, I'm gonna swear, there's a fucking ice cream truck going around outside when we're on quarantine and you're not supposed to go out and have ice cream. Calling. Still calling. Then... a crackle. Someone picks up. They say, Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. How can I help you? Perception. Hearing. The voice of a youngster on the other side and sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. What is this place? Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. Do you know me? No. No, I meant, what is this place to me? Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Did you rent videos here? Why did I call you? Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? My name is Harrier DuBois. Do you have anything on my name? Let me fire up the machine. DuBois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Oh, what a fun film, that one. Oh, what kind of film is that? It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Zismesk immigrant Indigius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. He concludes, no wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyer and Main. Shivers. On the corner of Voyer and Main is a large neon sign. A large neon sign hangs on the side of the building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining, and there was almost no traffic on the street. Owen's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed, with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up, and the air seems to grow darker. An empire. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over. We're done. Hang up the phone. I don't want to remember my ex-girlfriend slash fiance slash wife or whatever it is. Alright, so let's... Where is my horrific necktie? Put back on this. Alright, so white check done. Perfect. Or at least one of them. A little tiny bit more experience points. Okay, so with that stuff done, let's go ahead and go back and check the other nets. Kind of, well, no, we'll do the nets maybe in the next episode. Or actually, we'll wrap up this episode with the other two nets. Let's go instead and visit the two old gentlemen we've seen at the beach next. Unless there's another white check right here. I don't care about Measurehead. We can't do that one. Map wall interfacing challenging. I think we need to talk with Cindy the Skull to get some paint for that. We can visit Miss Orange when we get back from checking all the nets. Knick-knack stand? Easy. And here they are, everyone. We haven't talked to these two yet. Let's go ahead and say hello.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape? Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. Shouldn't I ask what game that is first? No! You got this! There's the ball. You're the game. I don't think I want to do that without knowing what game this is. Better observe them first.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball towards a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust. Encyclopedia. Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of pétanque. I totally murdered that word. What is that? Pétanque? Pétanque? I think so. Pétanque? Shh! Ignore them! They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already. Wait, what team? Does it matter what team? Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball. Why are you so mean to me, physical instrument? Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky. Moment of your time, fellows. Don't get involved in the game.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnoux, and my specially able partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
The man in the uniform stands before you, tall and proud. René, I found your guard booth. Yes, the Dubaliers Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. He looks down. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man, don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. He adds with a slight sigh. Empathy. He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard. Yes, it does, he nods. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. Who was working your shift that night? No one. The booth has been unmanned since last Monday. He looks suddenly very old and tired. There's no other god. It's just me. Kim Kutsurugi. No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday. Yes, he nods, before hesitantly continuing. It's not actually an issue. I mean, look, officers. His partner jumps in. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Mr. Clare had that booth built specifically for him. It's mostly decorative. So it doesn't matter if you're there or not. The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals, he tries to argue. Everard created this job for René because he knows of the Royal Carabiners' pension for honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting a tar reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. So we have we can side, we can be proud for Everard. We can say that this is actually hurting René, that if the job was needed, they should have hired him. We need a program to get elderly back on the job market, keep folks motivated. René should rent out his services. This seems like what we should answer based on our thoughts, because we have... We've got indirect mode of taxation. And I think that's an ultra-liberal. Darn it, we succeed all hand-eye coordination passives, but our actives have all been failing. Okay. I'll enter this. René should rent out his services. Invest a profit. Get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. The Cabineer utters angrily. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth for now? Inland Empire. He is not going to become an entrepreneur. Got it. Thanks. Yes, like I said, he mixed up again. I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp. You seem to be playing in a crater. Yes, the man nods. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've seen around? Yes, he replies with a reluctant nod. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Physical instrument. Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting. Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why? Why what? Why was heavy artillery used? We know already. We know this was because of the revolution that was here, right? The 7-day revolution, or what it was called, when the moralists turned up and broke their revolution after a year or so. It was probably used to bombard the beach so that the moralists could, whatever the army was that showed up, to get a foothold and or demoralize the revolution. Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Wait, who are the communards again? Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists. Call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. The Carboneer frowns. Senseless sentimentality. Did you use heavy artillery fire against them? Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought violently. Too violent. I can't pronounce it all of a sudden. So violently, we got licked. He adds, squeezing a boulot in his fist. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad arcanist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though. We lacked the caliber. God bless him. But the Suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. Logic. It was probably a bit more complicated than that. Why shell them here in Martinez? Because this place is the damn beachhead. Yep, as I said earlier. He says, pointing to the bay, had to soften the commies up first. The beachhead? Yes, he nods, inspecting you with some disdain. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Suggestion. He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations. Martinez was used as one of the 3 foothills in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 2008? In 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. He points northeast. Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the same guy. This here is Bloodground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, he says, looking down at the soil, we're playing petanque on their mangled corpses. Bloodground. The other one shakes his head. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't angry enough already. Hold on. The Coalition. Actually, we'll say this. That explains all the war damage. Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. There's a strange gleam in his eyes. Half-late, he approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they kept as a monument. A dark shadow runs across his face. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place. Well, that's your own damn fault, Jollyman marks. You, we, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence. You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... He stops mid-sentence and turns to you. What do you think? This is how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. I kind of like that answer. Commies just don't understand how money works. Holy crap. That's probably the ultra-liberal answer, though. So we're going to go with this. Commies just don't understand how money works. Yes! No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food, and drinking piss in the mountains. Takes a deep breath. Now, you see, I went with this because this seems like the opposite of a communist stance. Like, this is saying communism is just god-awful. But that's not an ultra-liberal standpoint. Ultra-liberal standpoint would be about making money, right? Not necessarily being against communism. Or would it be? Ooh, maybe it is. I don't know. This has a -1 empathy, though. Oh, I'm not so sure about my original statement. Thankfully, in real life, I don't pay too much attention to politics. So I don't really know. Let's move on, then. I would have expected, though, this is... I saw the word money and assumed ultra-liberal, as well as, again, opposite of communism, and it seems like in this game, ultra-liberal and communism is the two separate sides of the... Well, not separate sides of the same coin, but they're polar opposites, I guess. So going for that answer struck me like I could get a buck. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, though, for ultra-liberalist policies, if an ultra-liberalist is libertarian. Although I suppose libertarians and communists wouldn't agree on very much when it comes to fiscal policy, would they? I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guliman returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clown Frizzle had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Empathy. This royal failure weighs heavily on him. Instead, all that is just holy and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep thinking it's his friend. And stupid music on the radio. That's why I'm changing my voice. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of suzerain with. How does Philip III factor into this? Point towards the monument. He doesn't, the veteran replies sharply. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything. You mentioned Guliman? A Guliman? A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frizzle. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. Logic. Exiled? Joyce said Guliman ran and his nephew Frizzle was shot in his place. Commies didn't drive Guliman out. He left when things got bad and left Frizzle to take the hit. This is communard propaganda! Guliman would never do something like that. He is Le Lion! Volition. There is not a shadow of doubt in his mind that this is the truth. Who was this Frizzle? Damn Frizzle. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the clown. The old veteran falls silent and massages his chest. He died in the hands of the Holy Poly, in a very public execution. What exactly is a suzerain? The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? He then slowly nods to himself and says, they've forgotten already. Soon they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Hand-eye coordination. An extremely inadvisable strategy against automatic weapons. Be sure to not to make the same mistake. Oh, I understand. Yeah, so we passed this. I think last episode I mentioned, like, why did we pass this? This is because of our one thought. This was a passive hand-eye coordination check that we made. We only had an 8, but because of that one thought, we succeeded with 12. Oof. That's not likely to win. But I think what I'm gonna do is this. When I'm done, we're gonna thank him for his time. I'm gonna save the game. We're gonna, assuming I don't make this the first time, we'll try it a second time. And then, I'm gonna go back and, I'll put a point in composure. I'll go back and, these guys will be here. What I'm trying to do, everyone, is justify making another attempt at the chest armor. And my voice is apparently going out. So I don't know how much more talking I can do. What the heck is happening? I saw the statue of Philip III near the roundabout. Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was. Oh, absolutely. He smiles as if reliving a pleasant memory. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so we could sleep on a bed of gold? A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule. And how should a true king rule? Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Powerful leaders, not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that. Gently rubs his chest. We could still be the... Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened. There is some weariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before. The Carabineer doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. Volition. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come. Still, in that antique uniform, it's a symbol for him. What the heck happened to my voice? I feel like I have to clear my throat, but I can't. Let's talk about something else. Right. The old man stands tall and proud, looking at you inquisitively. Do you know anything about the man? I can't do this. Thank you for your time. My voice is getting worse and worse. It's clear you like the hard stuff, brother. The what? Sounds like my stomach is growling. Evening falls. The time has come to take the vows. Vows? The vows of blood and flesh. What is my lower intestines going on about? Lower intestines? The term is metabolic and circulatory system, okay? But what's the hard stuff? Fascism, brother. Okay, stomach. I made up my mind about fascism. Proceed to the judgment. You're going to keep your vows, right? Keep your vows, brother. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It's one of betrayal and disappointment. No, Sam Burke was not a fascist. He was not a communist. I still don't know what he was, but we already chose ultra-liberal. We're going with that. And I'll be back to record the last 15 minutes if I'm able to talk at all. So, I'll be back, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm back. It's the next day. What the heck had happened to my voice? That was nuts. What the hell? My inability to speak still stayed with me for like another 2 or 3 hours after that was done. Jesus, that was really weird. I'm trying to think of why it would even happen. So, with the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, I talk to less people than I usually do during the day, and or in the evening. So, I mean, I'm a computer programmer with what I do, and I work in a rather large building. It's cubicle farms, as far as you can see. And I talk with my other programmers, people on the same projects and what have you that I am. I talk with my boss and stuff like that. We have stand-up meetings to talk about what we're doing during the day and so on. So there's quite a bit of talking that I do. I say quite a bit. It's not that much, but there's more talking than what I'm currently doing here, sitting in my room, programming here because I'm allowed to telework. But I don't talk to people generally here at home. I'm not like calling my boss to talk to them or anything of that sort. So this is really kind of weird. That I would lose my voice like that. If I had, I don't know, if I had to do like a show and tell, I would have expected my voice maybe to have gone out. If I had recorded later on that day, if I had been talking for like 2 hours. But no, most of my day is far less hectic, and I see significantly less people now than I used to. Really strange. Alright, so what we're doing at the moment is we are walking over to check those traps, which were somewhere over to the west of this building. Where is my map? Oh, I've been assuming this entire time that north is up. But the map doesn't say that anywhere, and I don't have a rose compass anywhere on my map. So maybe I'm mistaken. I think when I left off, I was trying to talk about the frog visor and how upset I was about it not having the eyeballs on it for this screen. And I was looking to use that as an excuse to attempt to get the armor again. But I think these two guys have now left this location. Yep, they are gone. So we can no longer even make the attempt. And I do not, in fact, see the other trap out here to the west. Assuming this was indeed the west. Let's check this trap again, I suppose. This is a trap Moral just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality, but we'll look around. The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. Shivers. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange somehow. Reach for the trap. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity. Empty as all of them, he pants. One more of these and we're done. His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. One more time, I must stress that I did not expect a cryptozoological monstrosity to be in this trap. Of course, noted. He looks at you incredulously as you place the trap back in the reeds. So one more. That must be on the coast with the kids, I would guess. So this must be east, and west must be to the right then. So what else can we talk about while we're walking around? Everart? I guess we'll talk about Everart very briefly with you guys. So, I plan to upload this video before I record the next one. Today is March 30th? 31st? 2020? Tomorrow is April 1st. And I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm not expecting to get a response. Should I work for Everart or not? I don't know. I know he's gonna be corrupt and have us do work for him to show off how powerful he is, that he can get the cops to do what he wants. And I don't like doing that sort of thing, but it might lead to our gun. I don't think Sam Burke would do that sort of thing either, but I'm not sure. So if you guys disagree with me, let me know, or you guys were just like, just do it, Tim. We can do the work for Everart. Otherwise, next video will be spent, I guess, looking for Ruby. Assuming that this doesn't lead to anything entire episode encompassing. The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
I'll help you, all right.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
I'd like to know more about your associates. My associates? She blows on her chilled fingers. I haven't got much to say about them. What do you mean? You must know something about them. Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Ah, okay. I'll ask about all this later then. Don't know what makes you think I'll be any different later, but... Is that a quest? I guess it was. Oh, that'd be a task. Acel refused to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up later, after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Oh, I'm probably going to lower the volume again here, everyone. Let's see. Yeah, if I recall correctly, this is an environment sound, not a music.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid? Good.
Skin shows through the holes in this speed freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it? A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me? Is this one you are familiar with? Show him the sticker inside the ledger. Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it? What's it supposed to be? A dead guy smiling. And what does it mean? Why is a dead guy smiling? He defeated history. We are living in the age of history. And in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile, then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment of life... The present moment in life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. He thinks. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats. Electrochemistry. Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it. He could also be drugged out of his mind. Or drunk, or in a clinical coma, or glad to be dead. But those versions suck. I think we've exhausted this subject for now. I guess one could write an entire treatise about the thing. But what for? So, I have a sign? Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. Interesting. I suck at socializing, man. Even now, our sign synchronization is way off, but I'll see what I can do. He continues to rearrange his tools. Oh, why are you called Noid? He picks up some sort of widget. The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It is not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment. In an empire, it's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment. Does this mean we need sign matching? Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church. Okay, I'll come back later.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I know Noid has his signs, but what's the deal with Egghead there? He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. How do you communicate with them? Well, he shrugs, he's just kinda there. Or here, I don't really know how to communicate with him. Have you ever really talked to him? Yeah, sometimes when I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first, though. Egghead. The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment. Yes? What? I see you brought your own water. Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first got to the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water. It's distilled, too. Oh? He doesn't know what to say. It's the one they sell at the fuel station. What's with all the Nosafed? The what now? Point to the bottles of nasal spray in the corner. The Nosafed Ultra. We have a lot of it lying around. Oh, the old Ultra. We have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Tell me about another thing. Yeah, what? Alright, enough of this. He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved. Wow, we're not going to solve that. You mentioned some kind of, I can't pronounce that, own the church. Who was that group? Oh yeah, that's a Meteorian name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it. Before we go on, what do you mean by Meteorian? You know, of Mito, concerning Mito. Mito? Mito, a country, on Mundi? He looks at you, squinting his eyes to see if you're kidding. On the Mundi Isla? Encyclopedia. One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Thylakis by Pisantek. Oh, the founding party. I do know them, but can you refresh my memory? Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And? And they have roots in ancient mass society. He pauses. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnesian Church. Plus they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentric system, no? They sound like exactly the kind of who would want loud angelic music in their church. You're right, they do, he says without the slightest hint of irony. Egghead, the Percarsian Church is about love. And anodic music is about love. I got love for my Percarsian posse. Love is the relay of out of death. We dance. He violently shakes the tape player, as if to see if he can break it. Love is hardcore. Unity. Unity. Make some noise for my Inzaludian posse. He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance. Digital instrument. You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. The church is not going to come back. The Percasians, probably your society is not coming back. So we're not going to go with 5. No words. Enjoy the beat. Nod your head. Feels good. Thanks, physical instrument. I guess we had to say something. I guess love can be pretty hardcore. Oh, yeah, Ken. He's coming around, he nods at his friend, then turns to you with a mischievous grin. You're getting it. Ha, you're right. How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Parkinesian Church. Yeah! Yiko Kata! The place to be. Empathy. He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Elysium. Do it for the masses. do it for the crew. His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so. I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions? The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. Horrific necktie. Yeah, let it out. Let the disco happen. Bring the disco into this world. Get this church shit on and then dance there, motherfucker. About the church. I've checked it out. And? He tenses up. What happened? I talked to the shadow-clad being climbing the beams. A man living on the ceiling. Oh man, the crab man you mean. Who is he? What did you think? He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mothers. What would I say? He is rather spiritual. I wasn't really that afraid of him. Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual. Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church? There's something, I think this is the most accurate one, and I do think there's something sinister going on there. There's something sinister going on under the building's roof. I think he's getting high or something. What do you mean? I'm not sure. I'm just telling you what it felt like. No matter, the paranoid young man mumbles gruffly. Is he going to be a problem? Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we going to do about him? Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all. I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? He rubs his jaw. A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have a nice, friendly, hyper time? Don't worry. I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else. I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think about it. Everyone is welcome to dance to the morning light. Yeah! Maybe, guess we'll figure something out. Okay. But what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes. Did you see her? I didn't see the other spooker. Just some machines. But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? He tilts his head, one hand touching the spikes in his hair. Anyway, do let us know if you see her. I guess we might as well make this attempt, right? Let's leave for now. And let's see if I can get on all my logic clothes. +2 logic, Fallon hat. Our chance is going to be extremely low, I would imagine. But why not? Sorry, everyone. Again, I wish there was a better way to do this. Maybe I should actually organize all these clothes into where they go. Like what part of my body they go on. Tie your hat. Of course, now that I'm doing this, I'll have to go over all the clothes again to see which ones are +1 logic, Tim. Okay, and these are all coats. Hats, blazers, jeans. Makes these the shirts. Okay, so one more time. I'm already wearing +2 logic. I don't have any minus logic on me as well, right? I do not. Okay. I think this is all of my logic clothes. I don't think pants give me any logic. Oh, I don't actually have much pants. Just 3 pairs of pants. For some reason I thought I'd have a lot more than that. I don't think any of my coats give me plus logic. Okay, let's give it a try.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. Okay, so the speed freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young too, but you digress. And then there's the Necromania. Indeed. So one of them came upon the abandoned church. They want to turn it into a club for dance music, but agents of Necromania have overrun it. You shudder to think of all the Nacro they must have already consumed in there. Nacro is bad. Plus, it has to be considered. You can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out. Volition. It still feels as if this didn't quite go as it should have, but... As always, we'll be right here. Okay, so let's put back on... my logic hat. We'll put back on the glasses I liked. Or some more glasses, and everything else I think stays. Oh, -2 drama? I don't think I want -2 drama. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Oh, let's try this guy one more time.
Back to the heavyweight jam!
Says the young man with the tape player and the large... I can't pronounce that, boots. Long straight trees sprout his silver belt buckle.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Alright!
Here comes the night! True, hard, full, car!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Luckyerski, materialski! We're close.
Says a young man with the tape player.
True, hard, full, car!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary. Oh, do we want to do that? Still say nothing.
All core, all right, yeah!
Say nothing. He furrows his brow as the very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried what it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now you're just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Darn it! I can't figure out how to, again?
True, hardcore, hardcore to the mega, internally coherent, all core, all right, yeah! Hardcore! Ah! The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
If that's a quest, I'll have to maybe do that off screen. We'll see. Or certainly we just accept the fact that I fail at it. Is there a quest for that? Yup, it's a puzzle. So we might be able to get through that. But I'm going to fail every way imaginable first, I suppose. What time is it? I've got like maybe 8 more minutes. So let's go back into church and see if the other spooker is there. And if not, I'm not sure what we should do, everyone. I guess I will upload this video. Wait and see if you guys suggest that I do Everett's quest after all or not. And if there's nothing else for us to do for the... Oh, we still have the other trap to find out here too. Complete the traps, go into the Whirling in Rags, let them know that the traps were checked. Maybe finish the church. And then it's time for Ruby. Unless we do Everett's missions. So this is the only thing I can interact with in regards to the machines. A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like you meddling with the machine. Wait, let me just investigate it. Step behind the computer. You can see Virulent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You can see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Look inside. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, Log, February through March. Interfacing. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old. Good afternoon. Fortress accident on St. Brune. This is East in Saludian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Perception hearing. It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area. Yvonne, it's me again. How are you? Good, thank you. It's not clear whether she recognizes your voice. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filaments just said Log Feb through Mar. Good. Please repeat the password. Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? No. I don't know it. Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident. Like the one in the doomed commercial area. I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on St. Brun, the other on Rue de St. Ghislaine. St. Brun. That's the church. Lieutenant gestures around him. And Rue de St. Ghislaine, that's the doomed commercial area. Anything else I can help you with? Thanks, but I'm finished with this call. Goodbye, Fortress Accident, she says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static. The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing Virulent play and print buttons. What happens if I push print? Nothing. I didn't see a password, but I suppose there's more things in here we can look at. But we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you all for watching this one. Let me know if we should do Everett's tasks, but if I don't get a response then I will simply pass on them. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one, which will probably do more of, I think, at least the church, the traps, go back to the Whirling in Rags, and if we have time, we'll probably end up trying to meet Ruby as well. Take care, everyone.